The second technique is to simply just default to the arch area of your foot. This is where a lot of off-road riders spend their time, simply because it's easy to navigate the foot controls and you don't have to focus so much on changing your foot positioning so frequently. A lot of off-road riders don't proactively focus on their foot positioning technique when they're developing their skill set. You'll often find, myself included, I rode for nearly 15-20 years just on my arches simply because I wasn't focusing on it. Once I grew into adulthood and started focusing on technique a little bit more is when I finally started to develop the skill of being able to ride on the ball toe area of my foot. The second technique of spending time in your arches is actually really useful when I'm in a scenario where I will be using the rear brake very frequently, such as a tight winding wash where there's not very many bumps, but I'm constantly brake over and over again. It just simply doesn't make sense to constantly be moving my foot back and forth so frequently. The biggest drawback to technique number 2, riding on your arches, is when you incur an impact, it can be catastrophic. That energy, it's much more difficult to absorb that energy in your feet and your ankles, and that energy can often travel all up your body into your back, knock you off balance, kick you to one side of the trail, and sometimes can even cause a crash.